So anyway, I didn't think it was too bad, to be honest. I thought it looked all right. It's pretty good. Yeah, anyway. Oh, welcome to this week's episode. Thanks for joining us again. Hopefully you subscribed and pressed all the buttons, and because we really need subscribers and all that sort of thing. Doesn't cost you anything to subscribe, we keep saying that. So anyway, let's crack on with the episode. Now you've been finishing off the paint, haven't you? You've been having a bit of spray up. Bit of a spray up. You finished, haven't you? It's all finished. It's all ready to go. It's all ready to go. We're getting what?
No, I've had a few problems. It's not as good as I want it to be, but at the end of the day, we are in a.
It looks all right.
Well, it looks all right from a distance, 50 metres away, but it's all right, isn't it? Well, no, it's going to need a bit of rubbing down, wetting down with soapy water, and then polishing up. There's some orange pearl and bits and pieces, but I couldn't really see what I was doing, and I'm not happy with it. But
well, let me go and get the camera, and we'll get it inside and have a look, and you can show us round.
Yeah, there's a few dry spots and all this sort of thing, but I couldn't see what I was doing.
No, will you go that way, and I'll come back this way, all right?
Yeah. Now, there's some parts of it that look really good, lovely and glossy, and there's some parts that don't. Like this bit here, I didn't put enough paint on there, and that's dry, and it's orangey peel in places. Some places it's really good. Admittedly, the only place I've got some runs is there, so I'm quite happy with that because that's easy enough to get rid of. But it just wants a wet and dry down, and then polishing in really. It's just the perils, I think, of just doing it in a.
I think it looks all right.
Well,
I think it looks quite smart.
Good enough. It's not
quite
good
nice.
enough.
It's all nice and white and lovely.
It's not good enough. The discs look good where I cut the discs out and stuck them in. They look good, but it's not good. I wanted it to be better. I wanted it to be a lot better. First off, I only wanted to put one coat on it as well to keep the weight down, obviously, but. You know, it's the first thing I've painted in 15 years, and that's my excuse anyway. But say there, it looks nice there.
Well,
there's a few bits that
like
do look
got a
right.
spray booth or anywhere, or any like air circulation. Or
I mean, it's going to look better than a lot of the cars that are out there anyway. So it just needs a bit of love. I've just got to wet and dry it down with soapy water, and then buff it in with some G3 or something, cutting compound, and then it'll look fine. But it's just. I just wanted it done and it looking all right, and so I ain't got to worry about it. But I'm not a professional. Don't really know what I'm doing on most things, but it'll be all right. It'll cut in all right, polish out all right, and that'll be fine. And I'll put all the plates back in where in the seat and that where it's going to go, so I get a better idea of what it's going to look like. But. Yeah, I'm not happy with it basically.
Well, I think it looks alright. I think you do yourself down, but perfectionist and all that nonsense,
But
it won't look right.
It will look alright. It will look alright. But so it'd be nice to have a proper booth and everything. But still, anyway, I digress.
You've been doing something else.
I've got to try and cheer myself up a little bit.
While I haven't been up there, you've been sorting out the plate for the battery.
I got up here early, didn't I? So I've cut a plate out, a 3mm aluminium plate out to put the battery in, because we've got rid of the battery box that was in the front of the car to save weight. But we've obviously got to fix the battery back more or less where it was. We can't put it in the car like we would normally. We'd normally put it in where the passenger seat is. So I've cut that out. I've filmed it. Hopefully we've got enough footage from it. I filmed cutting that out.
You just cut that out on a bench, didn't you?
Yeah, I cut it out with an angle grinder because I left my jigsaw at home. It would have been better with a jigsaw to cut it out, but it took forever.
All right,
it's been one of them days.
Well, we'll have a look at that, and you're going to do a bit of a trial fit of it, see if it works out all right.
I haven't finished it. Obviously, we'll finish it. We are going to finish it, but I've basically cut it out. So cut out there. Look, I've shaped it, and it's that particular shape because there's a bit of aluminium that goes in for the engine mount, so it'll support it better. And then we're going to bolt it to the original bolt points where the battery box was. So that I've just cut it out a square bit, and I've just rounded it off.
Where's it going?
So it's that tile is going to slot into that little groove there, just to take the weight, and then it'll be picked up on the original bolt points that the box was in. It's mainly just to get the battery lower, so it won't be sitting up in the air like that. It'll be laying on its side. And then I've put some rib nuts in the plate, which I'm going to paint black anyway. It's going to be painted edge primer and then painted black.
What, the plate, the metal plate? You're going to do it black to sort of match the engine.
Yeah,
right,
and I'll leave that battery thing, but that's got some edges on it. Look, so you just literally bolt it down and it can't move. You ain't got to put a strap on it or anything like that. And that just go onto the rib nuts, and then I've got to put 2 rib nuts on the other side, and we're more or less there. We've just got to change the ends on the leads, and we've also got to put a battery kill switch in, which will go on this bit here. We've got to drill a couple of holes in that and put some kill switches. There'll be one for the extinguisher and then one for the engine to kill it. We'll show you that in the next bit, I reckon. I could show you that. I've got a kit that I bought ages ago for the mystery racing car over there, which obviously we're not using now, so we can use that one.
Yeah, no, that fits in a treat though, doesn't it?
Yeah,
that fits in well there.
Yeah, so the weight
obviously saves weight.
Yeah,
fits
saves
nicely.
weight. Yeah, and it
you
keeps the weight lower as well.
Quick if need be, and
yeah.
All right, well there you go. That's a bit of a success, then, wasn't it?
Yeah, exactly, a bit of a success. But no, I'm just so gutted. I mean, there's lovely bits in there that look lovely, and then other bits just look absolutely rubbish. But it'll cut out, it'll sand down and cut out, so
it's all good.
It'll be all right.
It's all good.
It'll be all right. And by the time everything's in, you won't really see it. So
when can we fit the seat and everything back in it though, and start getting the dashboard in? And
once we got the extinguisher pipe working, then we can put the dash back in, and then we can put the seat in and all that sort of stuff.
Right. So sort of once you're happy with finally happy with the paint. We can start getting the seat back in.
We'll get the extinguisher the pipe work in first.
Oh yeah, because it
goes up the side of the tunnel, doesn't it, in between the tunnel and the seat.
Yeah. That's got to run up the side of the lift. Yeah. Is it driver's side or passenger side? Driver's side. Driver's side it runs up.
Yeah, because then it goes up along the back, and then it goes up.
Goes up and feeds into the.
Yeah, and then it goes up the side of the door, and there's a nozzle that fires down onto the driver. So we've got a nozzle shooting up into the dash. We've got a nozzle shooting onto the driver's feet. We've got a nozzle shooting onto the drive from up the top where the seat belt normally goes, and then it comes through into the engine and it fires onto the brake reservoir and onto the engine. So there'll be one firing onto the brake reservoir there, and then one across across there, probably across the battery and the engine.
And then we've got roll cage to put in as well, haven't we?
And the roll cage, the roll cage actually going before the seat wheel, to be fair. Right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you have to fit.
I've
forgotten what it is now. The seatbelt.
The eye for the seatbelt on the outside goes into the thingy. Yeah, because
it took longer for me to think of that. I was hesitating there, and I was hoping you were going to talk. You didn't. You just left me hanging there, hanging in embarrassment. That's what you left me there.
Well, you're not as embarrassed as I am.
Right.
A nice cup of tea, Mark. Can't beat a nice cup of tea. Right, now, where were we? We were talking about this battery, weren't we?
We were.
Right, let me stick me. So you shouldn't really put metal. You shouldn't really put it on metal or concrete
because it makes tea go cold.
Tea go cold. Right, now, I've put the battery in, and I use countersunk. I countersunk the aluminium plate. And put those, can you see those?
Yeah.
About right. Put those countersunk screws in to bolt it down to the old plastic where the tray was before. And I use the tray to mark the holes out to get the fixings. Because in the bottom of that, look, there's the fixing holes there, look. Boom, boom, boom. And I use that on the aluminium tray to get the holes in the right place.
As a guide plate?
Yeah. Now the other thing, of course, is we've got the brains of the car normally slides in that pocket, so I've got to make something up to clip it onto the side of the fuse box. Boom, like that.
Right. So
it holds the brains in, which has got to be sent off to height the tune. I can't remember what
when you say the brains of the car, you mean the ECU?
ECU, yeah. So yeah. So we got
again. You don't know anything.
I've got these little doodahs, Allen flange bolts to bolt the battery in, so they can go in. Look, one. And then I am going to put a strap over it. I've decided, I think you've got to really. I'm just worried that if we do have a rollover, whether the weight of the battery will strip the bolts out. So I'm going to put I might even put just a canvas caravan strap, you know, that you use on a caravan battery. Put that in there.
Like an elasticated rubby one wouldn't be any good then. It'd be bouncing around too much.
So yeah, so I just want, and it just pulls on itself. And then the ECU go there. Now.
Battery cut off.
Battery cut off.
Battery cut off.
So we
now, why does it have a battery cut off?
If you're in an accident, you just the marshals need to press it, so then turn the fuel pump off and turn everything off, so the fuel can't go anywhere and everything. It just kills all the electrics.
Right.
So basically,
just makes it safer.
Yeah. If you bring the camera in here, look. In the ECU, we've got the power, the fuel injection. We've got to find the wire there and cut into that, and then that splices onto that terminal there. I think I've got to read into it properly. Right. And then that kill it, because a lot of them, you see, if you connect the battery into it, the ECU will still get power. Right. Even if you push the kill switch, because obviously it's all connected up to the battery. So we have to cut into that. I'll explain it a bit better nearer the time, and then I'm just going to put the isolator on there, screw that on there, and then we've got a kill switch. We've got a big one that goes on the outside here, which we'll probably put in there somewhere. And then
what you just drill a hole in there?
Yeah, drill a hole in there with a Christmas tree.
Run the cables down through here.
Right. Yeah, and then they'll be putting. I'll put some like I think I can show you actually. Stay there a minute. I'll go and get it.
I won't go anywhere.
Don't go anywhere. This is the one out of my Renault 5 Turbo. That's the kill switch for that. And I should just put it in that spiral wrap, like that one. Right. And then that will go through there. Yeah, and that's it really. And then that goes on there, and then the extinguisher will be a big red one there. And then it'll have little stickers on it.
Oh, what is what?
Yeah, so you've got one for the extinguisher, set the
extinguisher.
So
one for the battery, one for the extinguisher.
Yeah, and then inside there'll be a button.
I thought the extinguisher was like a pull cable, but they're a button, are they?
You can have either or.
Right, yeah. But we're going to have a button.
Yeah, because we've already got one, you see, so we might as well use what we've got.
Yeah,
we've got an electric one, so we use that. It's easier to install as well, actually, to be fair. And then we've got the same button inside, same colour button inside, but smaller. And then there'll be a little console.
Where's that going?
I'm not sure yet. I might make one up. I might make one up that sits on that on a bracket, so I can get it, or on there on a little bracket, so I can reach it from there. But it might be near enough to reach on the dash. There's a section where the radio is. Might take the radio out and cut an aluminium sheet out, and then put the battery isolator and the extinguisher button in that, and then you know, and that'd be, you know, so you can reach it from the seat. Okay, but if it's too far away, then I'll make a little box up and put it all near there, sort of thing. So it sits on those two bolts and then kicks up in the air, so then you can touch it and reach it from the seat. Right. Yeah, I'll explain it, but I haven't explained it very well. But I'll go into more detail about it when we come to do it. Yeah. But it's just to give you an idea really of what's what, and obviously they're colour coded. That's for the bigger wire, the bigger button, and that one's for the one inside. So yeah. Right.
Right, so thanks for watching this week's episode.
Yes, thank you.
Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bells and all that sort of thing. Now,
give us a like.
If you want to watch a previous episode, it's over here, or it's over there, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's
one
over
of the
there.
places. I can't remember what I put it
it's
down.
Over there. Yeah. Episodes are over there, and the last episode is there.
That's right. Right.
Yeah.
Hit one of them. Watch them. We'll see you next week.
See ya.
Cheers.
Right, thank you.